All right, everybody, we are back with yet another thrilling episode of the Alpha Male Show. What's going on there, everybody? Let's see. Hey, fantastic. Oh, nothing like hearing my voice when we don't shut off the volume on the iPad. Let's see. How do you shut the volume off on this thing? I'll figure it out in a moment. Which one's the volume? On top? Here we go. We're almost off. Because the last thing I want to hear is my voice. Good. Now it just keeps getting louder. I keep getting lower, but there we go. Now we're on mute. There we go. What's going on? Matty Coughlin's in the house. Louis Cedeno's in the house. I'm just trying to figure out. There we go. Now we're rolling here. We got the Hammer in the house. Didlinghurst Police Emergency Squad is in the house. I don't know why this keeps shutting off. My boy Rocco Filarino's in the house. Steve Renas, Paul Bonato, Matty Coughlin. What's going on? Jeff Anderson's in the house. My God, we got a full house. Rocco Filarino, the lovely owner of Burgers and Bruin Burgers out at 28540 US Highway 19, Clearwater, Florida. What's going on there, Hammer? Good to see you. Look at this whole crew. We got a bunch of stuff going on. I want to start off by real quick. Two of our listeners, Steve and Darlene, want to say we're sorry here at the Alpha Male Show for the passing of your nephew, Steven. We're all heartbroken here to hear that. If there's anything we can do, please feel free to reach out to us. We love you guys, and we hope he rests in peace. And if there's anything we can do, by all means, let us know. I don't know why that keeps disappearing, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see. The burgers are got to be awesome. Rocco's an Italian dude. He knows what he's doing down there. So if you're in Clearwater, Florida, and I plan on being down there at some point, I'm gonna stop in and say hi to my boy Rocco. But in the meantime, I told everybody, I warned everybody. No one wanted to believe me. I said it here first. I'm gonna say it again. The Harp is no good. I didn't want him in Philly. I didn't need him in Philly. $330 million over 13 years. No trade clause. No exit plan. We are stuck with this guy for 13 years. His first year in, he's hitting a whopping .230. He's bottom on the team and all the starters. He's got the worst average. All he cares about is knocking his helmet off when he runs around the bases so his hair can flow in the wind. I said it before, I'll say it again. This guy is a cancer. He is not any good for this organization. The fans in Philly are already booing him. I'm surprised it took him this long to start booing him. I would have booed Harper. I was booing Harper before the season started. I was the first guy to come up and say, I don't want him here. I wanted Mike Trout. They didn't even make a play at Mike Trout. Granted, he signed with the Angels. I'm pretty sure he signed with the Angels the day after Harper colluded with him. The day after Harper called him up and said, hey, why don't you come play here in Philly? I'm pretty sure he called his agent and said, get a deal done with the Angels. I don't want to go to Philly and play with Harper. Harper is no good. I didn't want him in this organization. He's not doing anything good for the team. I guarantee we're not winning anything with this guy in the team. It's driving me nuts that he's a part of this team. Okay, he's hit a couple of cute little home runs, and he's got some RBIs and stuff, and everybody was all excited about him through April, but his best days are always in April, and then he tails off. Well, guess what? He's already tailed off. He's hitting .230. We got Maikel Franco's hitting .250 in the lineup, but the guy's hitting grand slams. He's hitting balls all over the place. JT Realmuto is killing the ball. All these guys we picked up. Segura is an animal. McCutchen is playing his guts out. Harper, yeah, I give it to him. He's made some nice plays in the outfield. He's got a nice little arm. But at the end of the day, we got him here for his bat. And I keep watching him stand around. His strikeout percentage is at 38%. Do you have any idea? Hey, Gene, share the broadcast, please, for DJ Friction. Okay, well, he just asked me to share the broadcast, so I am passing on the information.
To who?
I don't know. I guess to him. He didn't specify.
No, but you said share it to who? Because I'm sharing.
DJ Friction.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. He said share the broadcast, so share the love. My boy Carlo Valerio in the house. What's going on there, Wild Thing? Good to see you. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Looking forward to hanging out, spending some quality time with some of my favorite comedians and other radio show hosts, and Carlo and Gisela, as they come down to my grandson's first communion. Very exciting stuff. Oh, he's asking everyone to share. I don't know what he's asking. Somebody share something. I usually don't share things. It's mine. I want it. No one else can have it. So this whole sharing thing is foreign to me. But we'll do what we can. But now, back to killing Bryce Harper, because I didn't want him in Philadelphia in the first place. They way overpaid for this guy. He's not worth the nickel he's gotten. It's just awful. He's hitting 230. The fans are booing him, and he's going, well, I don't blame the fans. They should boo me. I'd be booing me too. Well, how about you start hitting the ball instead of telling everybody, agreeing with everybody that you suck? We got it. You stink. All right? I was telling everybody you stunk before you got on the field. And here we are a month into the season. It's May 1st, and you're stinking up the joint. I don't even know what you're doing tonight. I'm going to look it up now on my app. I'm gonna look and see how horrible he's performing for us this evening. Where is he? They're not playing tonight? It's Thursday. Yeah, that's right. They're not playing tonight. They're off. This is Bryce Harper's best day on the Phillies. They're off, and he can't possibly strike out today. Okay? You want to know why he can't strike out today? He's not playing. The whole team isn't playing. He'll probably strike out in the batting cages. Where they go tomorrow? Tomorrow they're going to be home for the Expos. He's going to strike out against them too, guaranteed. Guaranteed 3-day weekend playing his former team, the Washington Expos. Guarantee you Bryce Harper strikes out minimum 4 times. The guy can't get his bat on the ball. He's a cancer to this organization. Does anybody want the Harp? We're giving him away. We will pay $329 million of his salary if you just please take him. He's not going to be any good for this organization. Guarantee you, by the end of the year, he's going to be fighting with Gabe Kapler, and by next year, it's just going to be total chaos. They're going to hate him. Everybody in Philly's going to hate him. They're going to bomb his house. Because that's how the people in Philly roll. They're going to blow Bryce Harper's house. And I don't blame them one bit. Oh, my God, that guy's killing me. All right, let's go to more fun times. Once again, let's welcome everybody from 102 DLG Radio Orlando in Orlando, Florida. Somewhere in Florida. Orlando sounds about right. And iHeartRadio, welcome aboard. Welcome back. We're gonna do what is an alpha for you guys in a little bit. But right now I want to talk about a couple of things that I binge watched this weekend. I started with I don't know which one to go with first. They're both so good. Let's go with Avengers. Let's go with the Avengers Endgame. I waited quite some time for this, 2 years, along with everybody else. Took forever. I got a couple of issues. Mike Pachetti, my boy Mikey Pachetti. What's going on, Michael? Good to see you, sir. Always a pleasure seeing him. Avengers Endgame. I don't know anybody who has seen it, hasn't seen it, I should say. I'm pretty sure by now most everyone saw it if they're planning on seeing it. If you're not planning on seeing it, I'm gonna fill you in. If you are, just sing a little tune because I'm gonna throw out some spoilers here. It's been out long enough now. It's a week already, so if you haven't seen it by now, my guess is you're not that excited to see it. But we're gonna throw out some spoilers here, stuff that really drove me nuts. Boy, John Conti in the house. What's going on, John? Avengers Endgame, excellent movie. It really was. For a 3-hour movie, I'll be honest, I didn't realize I was in theaters for 3 hours. The movie, DJ Friction hasn't seen it yet. Great, everybody, we gotta go home. DJ Friction hasn't seen the movie. Are you actually going to see it? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, the 10-day discount? What's going on there, Mr. Conti? Always pleasure to see a Conti in the house. John or Joe or little Jimmy. All right, I'll try not to spew out the spoilers for you there, DJ Friction. Avengers Endgame, it's an excellent movie. I honestly didn't know I was in theaters for 3 hours. The movie was over, and I was started out a little slow the first 20 minutes. I gotta say, took a little while to pick up. Professor Hulk, I wasn't. This is a problem I've had with the Avengers since the Russos took over in place of Joss Whedon. They made Thor and the Hulk a little too campy for my tastes. They made him a little too goofy. I thought I would like to have seen the Hulk kind of Hulk out a little bit more during this movie. He was a little too silly. Another one didn't see it. Jeez, did anybody see this? Stick around, everybody. I won't bring out the spoilers. My God, what are you people doing? Waited all this time now. We didn't see it yet. Just stick where you are. I won't throw out spoilers. Hey, it's Gene.
I didn't see it yet.
You didn't see it either?
I'm always here.
Jesus Christ, Gene. You know, you can just talk to me. You don't have to pop in the studio every time you got something to say. You just come right on the air and say it. All right, I won't bang out any spoilers. But I will give my opinion on certain things. Thor coming out, not all Thored out. I wasn't a big fan of. I get he was all depressed in that, but I think they made him a little too goofy. I think the Hulk was a little too goofy. I think they could have kept them a little bit more serious and made them a little bit more threatening. But they kind of took that away. Hey, Paul Veneer's in the house. The Ventosas in the house. It's like a family reunion. Everybody's here. What's going on, everyone? So I'm not going to go all the way into Avengers Endgame. Too many people haven't seen it yet for some unknown reason. I don't know what they're waiting for. The world could end tomorrow, people. Thanos snaps his fingers, the whole world ends. Get out there and see this flick. But, go out, see Avengers Endgames. Hello, Governor. You know, there's a second person to say hello to me like that. I don't know who that is. I'll get back to Avengers Endgame next week. By then, everyone should have seen it. I'll be honest, Paul, I haven't seen John Wick 1 and 2. Keanu Reeves just doesn't come across as a tough guy to me. Okay, he'll always be that goofy kid in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Friend of yours was the director. Steve knows everybody. I've noticed that Steve knows everybody and anybody in the business. Totally amazes me. Okay, we're gonna go. I'm gonna skip over Avengers Endgame. I'm gonna go to, and I'm sure everyone's gonna tell me we didn't see this either. But I checked out Cobra Kai season 2. If you guys, by now everyone should have seen Cobra Kai season 1. All right, I'll check out all the John Wick movies. But I'm going to be honest. Keanu Reeves is still a goof to me. I can't watch The Matrix with him in it. All right, he's always going to be that goofy, dopey kid. I mean, he was good in the Replacements because he played a dumb football player because Keanu Reeves doesn't come across as that bright to me. And then when you put him in The Matrix, I can't watch those movies. So I kind of just waved off all the John Wick movies because it's Keanu Reeves. But I will check out the John Wick movies, and I will try and watch them and ignore the fact that Keanu Reeves... It's not going to be... It's going to be like trying to watch the Batman movies with Ben Affleck as Batman, which is totally impossible because Ben Affleck could be the worst actor of our time. The only movie I ever liked Ben Affleck in was Mallrats, and that's because in the entire movie, Ben Affleck played a douche, and I'm pretty sure in real life he's a douche. So he really wasn't acting, he was just being himself. He trained a lot. Who's he, Sylvester Stallone? Okay, how much he trained. I'm going to check out these movies. These movies better be spectacular to get me to forget that Keanu Reeves is the biggest goon on the planet. Because he is a goon. Ben was not good in Dazed and Confused, Mike Valentine. The only one Dazed and Confused here, Hammer, is you. Okay? Ben Affleck was not good in Dazed and Confused. He was not good in any movie he's ever been in. He stunk in Armageddon. He stunk in Good Will Hunting. He stunk in Reindeer Games. Every movie you put him in, he stinks in. He stunk in that Santa Claus movie he did with James Gandolfini. He just stinks. Denzel Washington is not Keanu Reeves. I'm not saying I don't like all Keanu, like all those Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure movies I liked. Why? Because he was in his wheelhouse. I liked him in The Replacements. Why? Because him playing a dumb football player isn't that big of a stretch for him. I got that. Okay, when he played the goofy car driver in that Parenthood thing, or yeah, well, I like The Equalizer because I like Denzel Washington. That doesn't mean I'm going to like John Wick with Keanu Reeves in it. I'm going to keep picturing totally, him playing the air guitar in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's going to be hard to shake that. But we're going to try the whole John Wick thing. Well, there's lots of action in porn, too, Paul. I don't want to watch Keanu Reeves in porn. All right, I'm going to take your word for it, Paul. But if you're wrong, well, I would make you come in on a Thursday and sit here and do your old segment of Eating with Paul Veneer, but there's no food allowed in the new studio. So that would have just killed that entire segment. But let's get back to where I was. Where was I? Oh, yeah. We skipped over all the Avengers Endgame because apparently I'm the only one in the country who's seen it. It was the highest grossing movie in the country. Totally different kind. Totally, $1 billion got made on Avengers Endgame. Apparently I'm the only one who's going to see it because everyone who's tuning in tonight hasn't seen Avengers Endgame. Strikes me as very odd. Who went and saw this movie if not people listening in? I know Gene didn't go see it because Gene stuck his head in. Terrible. By the way, did I tell everyone Brian Harper stinks? I'd like to bring that up again because Brian Harper stinks. Where else are we? Oh, yeah. Cobra Kai Season 2. Now, by now, everyone should have saw Season 1. And Season 1 was excellent. Excellent. Season 1, top notch. Joe Devereaux in the house. Hey, Joe, you're a Florida guy. If you're anywhere in Clearwater, go to Bruin Burgers at 28540 U.S. Highway 19, Clearwater, Florida. My boy Rocco Filarino's got a Bruin Burger place. Just tell him you know me, and he'll either give you a really good deal or he'll poison you, one or the other. But, let me know. If I don't hear back from you, it means he poisoned you, and I shouldn't go there. So, you're my patsy, so to speak. Okay, so Cobra Kai Season 2, I binge watched it this weekend. Does anyone planning on watching that who hasn't seen it yet? Because, if you haven't watched it yet, I don't want to throw out spoilers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hammer, I have no idea where Hulk Hogan lives. I don't hang around with him. And you're the only one who calls him Terry Bollea. Everyone knows him as Hulk Hogan because he's Hulk Hogan. Everyone knows his real name is Terry Bollea. Nobody calls him Terry Bollea except the Hammer. And if Hulk Hogan lives in Clearwater, Florida, stop in Bruin Burgers, have yourself a beer and a burger, tell Rocco you know me, even though you don't. He has no idea who I am, Hulk Hogan. Terry Bollea doesn't live. There you go. He lives in Clearwater Beach. How far is that from Clearwater? I mean, isn't it like off the highway? He's got to be down there somewhere, that over-steroided up old man. Don't tell him I said that. He'll kill me. He'll come find me and kill me. Hopefully he stops by the Hammers on the way up. Throws him in the figure four. Anyway, as I was trying to get off, the Cobra Kai Season 2 is just as good, if not better, than Season 1. It evolves the characters. I'll try not to give you guys spoilers because I don't know who saw what. If you saw Season 1, you're a fan of the Karate Kid. Cobra Kai is an extension of this. 5 miles. Hey, you're right there. He's your neighbor. Yeah, it really develops the. Great, I got Hulk Hogan and Kane Hodder after me. Fantastic. Number 1 serial killer and the biggest wrestler on the planet trying to kill me. Fantastic. Tom Montefusco in the house. Used to play for the Mariners, second baseman. Or he was a Marine. I'm not really sure which. It was one or the other. He either shot brown people in the desert or he dropped balls at second base. Hey, Gene's watching. That's nice of Gene. Gene, why'd you change the picture from Godzilla? I like Godzilla. I look more like Godzilla than I do myself. Anyway, Cobra Kai Season 2, the characters really begin. It's amazing how I get off track. The characters really begin to develop, especially the new ones, the kids. You have Johnny Lawrence, you have Ralph Macchio in it, you have William Zabka. Martin Kove is in it. He plays a much bigger role this year. Last year he just had a cameo. This season he's full on in the show. You make appearances by all the Cobras, Bobby, Tommy, but not Dutch. They couldn't get McQueen's kid to come do it. I think he's selling cars in California. They couldn't work it out, so they just said he's in prison. But honestly, if you haven't watched it, watch Season 1, watch Season 2. If you're a fan of the Karate Kid, you're going to love Cobra Kai. It's really an extension of the movies and, what happens to Daniel when he grows up, what happens to Johnny Lawrence when he grows up, and, how their lives panned out and turned out in the end. They both have kids. The show is excellent. It's well written. It's well done. All I can tell you is check it out and watch it. It's worth it's worth the view. YouTube offers a free trial, and I got agita. But yeah, YouTube offers a free trial, so you can binge watch Cobra Kai seasons 1 and 2 if you haven't seen season 1. If you have, watch season 2. I already can't wait for season 3. I binge watched right through this thing, and it's excellent writing, excellent show. You really kind of you kind of teeter on I won't say disliking Daniel and liking Johnny Lawrence, but you kind of do. You kind of understand where they're coming from, and it's an excellent watch. So if you have a chance, check it out. All right, now, well, that's done. Yeah, we still got time, which is good. For all my friends down in Florida who are just tuning in from 102 DLG Radio Orlando, it's on your second weekly. I want to give you an idea of what this show is about and what we do. We went over some stuff last week. I want to give you an idea because someone brought this up to me about what they think alphas are, and some guys are calling themselves alphas. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about on this show, what we're trying to bring to the table. Alphas are not bullies. Alphas are not they're not guys who just think they're better than everyone. That's not what makes you an alpha. If you want to be considered an alpha on this show, if you think you're an alpha, let me give you an idea. Alphas are the leaders of this world. They're the leaders of this country. Someone has to take charge, and that's what alphas are for. Now, while you're taking charge, that doesn't mean you step on the people beneath you. And I don't mean beneath you as in they're not as good as you, but, there are natural leaders and there are natural followers. And there are people who just can't lead. And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are just wired differently. Some people are able to lead people into situations, and other people are just meant to follow. And there's, again, nothing wrong with it. It's just the way people are wired and the way you're made. If you want to be a true alpha, you're not just walking through life and you're taking charge of everything and pushing other people aside. You're raising people up. You're doing better for them. You are, if someone's down, it's your job to help pick them up. You don't just leave them laying there. In essence, you have to, if you want to truly be an alpha, you have to not only take the lead, you have to know when to pick up your followers and the people who are people who put their beliefs and their trust in you to do the right thing. You have to do the right thing. It doesn't mean bullying people. It doesn't mean picking on people. It means teaching people the right way to do things, leading them the right way, and that's what a true alpha is. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This country needs an influx of alphas to step up and start leading this country in a better manner than it's being led. It needs this country to it needs to get rid of this country needs to get rid of all its political correctness, and it needs alphas to step up and start telling these people, you know what, just because you act like you're offended with something just to get some attention, it's time for you to, step aside and let the country do what it has to do in order to survive and in order to exist. And it doesn't mean picking on people. It doesn't mean stepping on people. It means people who know how to take control, need to take control of situations, and stop with all the nonsense. But I'm not going to go on forever about it because, we do that week in and week out on this show, and everyone will, as the show evolves and more people catch on and see what we're talking about, they will catch up to what we've been teaching right now for this our 66th episode. Yeah, this is our 66th episode of the Alpha Male Show, and we're going to be continuing to teach everyone how to be an alpha, one show at a time, like I always say, and that's kind of our saying and all that stuff, and blah 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 blah. I don't want to preach too much, and I don't want to go on and on. But hey, that's where we're at. So let's move on to, since we've just explained it. Let's come out of there because I have just talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm just looking something up that I forgot that I had to talk about. Oh, interesting. Where is it? Hang on. Forget it. I can't find the article. It was in here before they moved it. It was something I want to talk about. I'll find it next week and bring it up. Real quick, hockey-wise, the Islanders are about to be eliminated, and I bring that up because being a Devil fan, good for the Islanders. I can't wait for them to be eliminated. I'm looking forward to them to being eliminated, and they deserve it. Hey, Sal Angelotti is in the house. I don't even know how to spell your last name. I'm not even trying. I'll just call you Sal Angina Attack and leave it at that. Okay, now that we've... and I'm still catching up. This is actually my favorite part of the year because right after the Alpha Madness tournament, I have a laundry list of alphas to pick through, both male and female. They've all done some really great stuff, and while I go through that 4 or 5 week span where I'm not picking an alpha, I get to just launch. I get to put in a queue, so to speak, 6 or 7 worthy opponents for alpha male, alpha female of the week. So I don't really have to look them up for the next few weeks, because I do have a list. I am chopping off the list, and other people pop up. And one of the people who came up while we were off. Well, no, he wasn't. He's a new addition to the list because it happened in April 25th. I don't talk about it a lot on here because I'm not a major basketball fan, but I do have a respect for the history. I think Michael Jordan was awesome. Larry Bird, I used to love watching him throughout the 80s, play with Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Robert Parrish. I was a big Celtic fan. Kevin McHale, all those guys. Had Cedric Maxwell, Bill Walton as sixth man. So I enjoyed the Celtics throughout the 80s and their rivalry against the Lakers, against Kareem and Magic and Worthy and all those guys. It was always fun basketball. I don't really follow it like I did back then. Just doesn't have the same kick to me, but it doesn't have the same draw. I find myself watching, the last couple of minutes of a game just to, because the last 2 minutes of a basketball game can take 45 minutes. But anyway, all that being said, the passing of 8-time NBA champ with the Boston Celtics, John Havlicek. He was a great player. Bill Russell respected him. He loved him. He always had great things to say about him. So that being our alpha male for the week is John Havlicek. Great job, John. You had a great career, great life. Sorry to see you go, but you were alpha male for the week. Alpha female for the week. I'm not 100% sure. I did see a post. She said she was releasing it this week, or it was released already. It might not have been released, so I won't bring up the name of the song. I've had the privilege of hearing the song firsthand. She was nice enough to let a handful of us listen to her brand new single that's coming out. She's been named Alpha Female a couple of times already. I believe this is her third go around. Might be her second or third. I don't remember. I think it's her second. Alpha female of this week is the one and only Domini Monroe. I love Domini. I think she's just going by the name Domini now. I think she dropped the Monroe thing. Just go follow her on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Her music is awesome. She's a great kid. She's done a ton of work for St. Jude's, which is in itself just amazing. At such a young age, for her to have such a good head on her shoulders to step up and do so much for charity and still releasing her music and remaining professional at all times. She's a great kid. Really proud of how I've seen her grow in the last few years since I met her. So definitely check out her new song. I don't know if it's come out yet. I don't want to say the name of the song because I don't know if it's I don't know if she released it yet or not. I know it's going to be released soon. So I won't bring it up, but I won't bring up the name of the song. But I did have the pleasure of hearing it. It's awesome. It's just like all the rest of her music. Check her out. Check out all her stuff she has. She's got an amazing voice. She's one of a kind. And hey, once again, alpha female, Domini Monroe, or Domini, as it may be. And let's see, where are we? We are 22. Okay. Let's see. There was a story last week I didn't get to because I missed one. I did the traffic in New Jersey, the fire. Did that. I don't know. Maybe it was week. I really got to get better organized because I'm just not organized lately. Let's see. Where are we? There it is. I knew it was in here. Fan hated. A man by the name of James Harris, better known as you all probably know him as Kamala. He's had a bunch of health issues where with diabetes and all this stuff. And he's having issues. He's having issues trying to get money raised to pay for all his medical bills and his housing and all that stuff. And people are stepping up, trying to give him a hand. Chris Jericho's donated a bunch of money. He's had Brian Blair give him some hand. He's had a bunch of guys. He's had a ton of fans donate. If you have a couple of bucks, you have some extra time, check in to look into it. I don't have the link here. It's not on. I don't see the link attached to the story, but I did see a GoFundMe page for that someone set up for Kamala. Guy's struggling. He's had some people help him out. He really didn't. His medical bills have just been outstandingly high. I mean, he's a double amputee, and he's still up in good spirits. He's still happy and go lucky and all that stuff. So, what can I say other than go check out Find Kamala's page, and if you can donate a couple of bucks to him, we'd love it. Let's plug a couple of things for some of my friends out there. Married and Miserable. If you are on Amazon Prime, check out Married and Miserable with Craig Lloydgren. It's an excellent hour of a stand up. He's a funny dude, one of the best comics I know. He's got a big heart. He's a good guy. He's always willing to help you. So definitely, if you're on Amazon Prime, go check out Married and Miserable. Give it a review. Give it a rating. If you hang in there, even in the post credits, you may get to see me stick a buffalo wing in my eye. It's really good stuff. It's funny stuff. Craig is a great guy. You want to check him out. First chance you get. If you're not on Amazon Prime, get on Amazon Prime and check out Married and Miserable with Craig Lloydgren. Also, Rescue Mania. I'm a big part of that. Just to let everybody know, the first series of YouTube tapings are out there. There's 4 episodes available. You're gonna want to check them out. I'm announcing, along with my colleague Cheyenne Ortiz, we kind of announced the whole thing. Excellent stuff, really a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. The wrestling is awesome. And what's even better is we have a whole nother YouTube taping that we taped everything and it's being edited and ready for the next episodes. I don't know if we're going to get another 4 episodes or 5 episodes, what we're going to get out of the last show it was at St. Mary's in Rutherford, but we had an excellent outcome. Some great matches, a lot of fun. Crowbar against Joey Janela is not to be missed when that comes out. But in the meantime, the stuff that is out there, Crowbar takes on Stockade, defending his Rescue Mania title. Who else is on that card? You got the Patriot with Tom Montefusco and Adam Payne against Mario Baccara, Andrew Anderson, and Big Deal Craig Steele. That was a fun match, 6-man match. Bunch of other matches on it. So check out the YouTube tapings for Rescue Mania. You'll hear me announcing all the matches, so it's a lot of fun. And everybody had a great time doing it, so definitely check them out. Get on YouTube and look all that stuff up. So much stuff to look up on YouTube. I'm gonna start posting more of my stuff up on YouTube. I think that's getting a little bit more views than possibly my Facebook could possibly be doing. Rich Carucci in the house. What's going on there, Rich? Good to see you, sir. I see you're down 18 pounds. I couldn't lose 18 pounds if I wanted to. Last time I lost 18 pounds, I found my keys. That was a busted joke. Never mind. All right, we're just going to slip into the plugs now as we get a little later into the show. I've streamlined the plugs a little. There's not as many, but there's still a lot in there. In fact, there's one more that I didn't get to write in, but never let that stop you. Where is it? I don't see it. Ah, there it is. She sent it to me, and now it's... because you know why? It's in my Twitter, and I'm looking at my Facebook. I'm such a nerd. I can't find anything in here either. Here we go. No, that's not it either. Maybe it was Instagram. I don't know. I never look at Instagram or Twitter. So when someone sends me something, it's always a surprise. Let's see. We're going to start with the first plug if I can open this video. I cannot. Maybe this one. Nope. Can't do any of it. Fantastic. Forget it. It was worth a shot. Cynthia Taser, take her, look her up. She was on Celeb TV. I never know where she is. She changes a lot. She's always bouncing around from webcams to other stuff. She also does KA Creations, where she creates T-shirts and stuff. Don't have the information because it won't let me open it up on social media for some weird unknown reason. Where are we? Oh, back to the plugs. If you are in the Lyndhurst, New Jersey area, go to Josie's Pizzeria for some excellent food. The pizza's phenomenal. Give them a call, 201. Oh, Jesus Christ. I put my phone number. I'm a retard. Give them a call at 201-933-1966. You can also go to josie'spizzeria.com, check out their menu. You can give them a call, go pick it up, have it delivered, or just go in, see Sal, tell him Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you, and he'll hook you up. Always fun. If you're not in the New Jersey area and you're in the Florida area, go to Bruin Burgers, 28540 U.S. Highway 19 in Clearwater, Florida. That's our boy Rocco Filarino, big fan of the show. Let's see. I think I have his phone number in here. It is, they're open 11 to 11 every day. You can get them at BruinBurgers.com. Give them a call, 727-533-5576. Also, Divorce Diaries. DivorceDiariesShow.wordpress.com or on Instagram, Divorce Diaries Show. That's our friend Michelle Trania, and I believe it's Pat Dixon is our partner. Funny comedy, funny. If you get a chance to go see Michelle and the Divorce Diaries, go. It's funny stuff. It's really good stuff. Michelle is hysterically funny, and I don't say that about a lot of comics. Which joke is that, Mike? Nah, don't answer. Never mind. But yeah, check out Michelle. She's hysterically funny. Her Divorce Diaries show is excellent. And worst case scenario, it's always fun to look at Michelle because she's beautiful. So, hey, DivorceDiariesShow.wordpress.com. Can't go wrong. Also, if you're in the Lyndhurst, Rutherford, New Jersey area, go to Jim Dandy's Restaurant, 102 Park Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey. The Alpha Male Comedy Club was running out of there. I think we still are. I don't know what's really going on, to be honest with you. I haven't spoken with Brian. I'll have to speak to him this week and get a better feel. But in the meantime, if you're hungry and you don't want pizza from Josie's, then go get a burger from Jim Dandy's. Get the ribs or get the wings, especially the boneless wings to the die for. The food is awesome. Go check it out. Also, my girl Jen Garrett at rocketmail.com if you like saving. Hey, Dave Hodge in the house. What's going on there, Hodger? Just in time for the plugs. Jen Garrett at rocketmail.com. If you like saving animals, and I'm not just talking dogs and cats. I'm talking if you like saving lions and tigers and, wolves and raccoons and tiny horses that have some kind of weird name that isn't pony. She's got them. She's got all kinds of animals that are sanctuary. She takes care of everything. She's trying to get a camel. Her husband keeps telling her she can't have a camel. But how many times do you have that conversation with your spouse? Hey, can I have a camel? It's not often. So, but Jen Garrett does need donations to keep Paws and Claws Rescue in Hoopeston, Illinois open. So feel free to donate a couple of bucks over to Jen. And the money goes right back into the sanctuary because it goes right to her. And she takes care of the animals like second to none. She's getting better with it every day. And eventually I'm going to have to go out there and visit when I have enough armor to go out to Chicago, Illinois. North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Check these guys out. They really They try hard. They're a semi-pro team, I think. Dave is right. Get the ribs. The ribs are incredible. North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Check them out. What's going on with them? They just had they have back-to-back practice. They have a girls team, a men's team. They also have they have a bunch of kids teams and always training kids, trying to make them better. They give back to the community. They're excellent. You know what? While we're selfishly plugging Dave, what's going on this week? I know you guys have a show this weekend. I think John Moses is headlining it with Anthony Ennis, Shay Farrell, and I believe it's Dave, my boy Hodger. I believe it's the Jersey Comedy Club or the Jersey Shore Comedy Club. That's Paul's spot. No Filter Paul's spot down the shore somewhere. So I'm not really sure what it is. So if you're still listening, Dave, throw a plug up here in the chat room so we can so everybody can come out and see you guys and throw some love your way. Also, if you're not going to, if Dave isn't, that's next week. We'll just flop out the date. I don't know when. I know what's coming up. Just throw in the date and tell me what's going on. Everyone might want to come out. If you're not going out to see the Hodger with John Moses, Anthony Anderson, Shay Farrell, go to acjokes.com. If you're in the Atlantic City area, go to the AC Comedy Club, acjokes.com. Also, Bill's Barbecue, Jersey Shore Comedy Club, the 11th. Dave, you're like talking to my daughter and my ex-wife all together. Instead of giving us all the information, we're just going to get one word explanations at a time. I mean, it's like pulling teeth. Just give us all the info. Just type it any way you want. It's fine. Monday night, speaking of Dave Hodjanowski, the Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9. I will be on the May 22nd show. I'm not sure when May 22nd is, but I know it's a Monday. So everybody but tune in to Facebook, Periscope, Ustream, wherever you can, whenever you can find them. You're driving. Well, what does driving have to do with texting? You can't multitask? Oh, boy. What's going on? Oh, my brother. That's right. I'm glad my brother just let me know. And it's something that I knew before the show, and I forgot about it. But our great actor, the great Peter Mayhew, formerly Chewbacca, has passed away. Hang on. Yeah. Yeah, Chewbacca has passed away. He was always overlooked. I thought Chewie should got an Oscar for doing Star Wars. You knew when he was angry. You knew when he was scared. You knew when he was feeling confident. He did all that with just a roar, and he can express everything without having to speak a word. And somehow the Oscar committee just overlooked him. He should win an Oscar for playing Chewbacca. Chewbacca was one of the greatest characters of all time. Now that's what I'm saying about that. Well, don't die, Dave. But yeah, Peter Mayhew's dead. Let's see. Oh yeah, we were plugging. I'm from Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9 with Dave Hodjanowski, Shay Farrell, Anthony Ennis, and on May 22nd, I will be in studio as either a guest or a host. I never know. They always call me up to do something, like the fourth wheel on that show, which explains why the equipment is always breaking down. But definitely tune in. There's always some sort of shenanigans going on at the Uncomfortably Funny podcast, brought to you from Pet Cemetery Studios 2. They are in a new studio now, which is oddly enough made up to look like Dave Hodgenowski's living room. And all of this is brought to you from HamiltonRadio.net and 102 DLG Radio Orlando with DJ Friction, affiliate of iHeartRadio. I'm on the 20th? I thought it was on the 22nd. Pretty sure you said 22nd. I'm looking it up. 20th. Oh, yeah, it's the 20th. 22nd's a Wednesday. What's wrong with you? I'm on the 20th. So I will be on May 20th on the Uncomfortably Funny podcast. Dave making up this weird stuff about 22nd makes no sense. I will be, I will be on the 20th. So May the 20th, I will be on the Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9. In the meantime, all brought to you from HamiltonRadio.net, 102 DLG. Yeah, that's all the plugs and that's everything else. Remember this, the harp is nothing but a cancer to the Phillies. The Phillies are never going to win as long as he's there. So the next 13 years, I have no chance of seeing a World Series. I will be 60 years old, probably, by the time his contract. I have no idea how old I'll be, but I'll probably be in my 60s by the time his contract is up and out of there. The only good news about that is even after Bryce Harper is no longer a Philly, the Mets will still be paying Bobby Bonilla for his lifetime contract, so good for him. I think that's it, everybody. That's all we got this week. I ran through the plugs. I ran through the alphas. I reiterated the harp. I didn't give out any spoilers to Avengers Endgame, although I should have. But apparently I'm the only one who's seen it. Apparently I spent $1 billion going to watch this movie this weekend. I'm the only one who saw it. Because nobody on my page saw the thing, for crying out loud. They're all dead. Where's Dave? Where's Dave? That just sounded like him. Anyway, everybody, that's... Hey, Dave saw Endgame. Good. I'll call you later and we'll talk about it because nobody else on his page saw Endgame. Apparently me and you are the only two who saw it. I don't know what the hell's going on out there, but someone should kill themselves. Whatever. That's it this week, everyone. I will see you again next week. Same place, same time. Give or take. As long as the studio doesn't catch fire. Which it might just very well catch fire. Fire. All right, everybody. I will see you all next week. Everybody have a great week and see you next week. And I'll just keep saying see you next week until Gene starts playing some music. There we go.